Get rich fast with csgofast.com.
ESL Pro League Season 6 Finals. Day 1 has come to an end, and OpTic have grabbed their second victory here on Day 2 out of 3 matches. Quite a lot of close results. We're going to get to that later. First of all, I wanted to get back to kind of your recent results. Oakland, the minor and everything, kind of, you guys being quite up and down. So maybe talk to me about your first couple of months as a team and how you would evaluate really what's been leading up to this point.
Yeah, I mean, we formed a team and we didn't really play until we actually went to the US with the team. So we went to the US and prepared we played ESL Pro League. Back there, we played a lot of CS. I think we played like 36 officials in like 13 days where we were there. So it was like a lot of CS. But since we played so much, I felt that we were actually getting better and better, and we learned a lot from it. But I feel the biggest problem was that they kind of announced the minor in a really bad spot. So as soon as we found out, we kind of went home, and everyone was really drained after playing so much because we played like CS 10 hours a day at least. So we needed some time off. So we took like a week off, and then we only had like 1 week to practice before the EU minor, which I feel like back then we should have just played. Like we shouldn't have taken time off, but everyone needed it, and we had to do it. So it was really the minor was really bad for us, both because of jet lag going back, and also just having off basically everyone not touching CS for like a week. But then leading on, I think it just created a bad mood for the whole journey, because we were on a trip on the road for like 3 weeks with starting off the EU minor, then IBA Power Masters, and then finally Oakland. And I mean, if we would have qualified for the major, I'm pretty sure that the results on the other 2 events would have been better. We were a bit tilted that we didn't qualify, of course, because we were one of the favorites there, and we had it in our hands, and we kind of just threw it away, it felt like. So it was a big loss for us, for sure. But otherwise than that, I feel like we have just been traveling too much. The travel between US and Europe has really hurt how much we can play, because we're missing out on family and friends, we're missing out on just the sleeping schedule. I've been jet lagged so many times this autumn. I can't remember last time I've been so I just feel like it's basically the amount of time that we can practice. I feel before this event we have practiced good. We have had a full week of practice. Or even more, even 2 weeks of practice here, and basically just playing a lot of CS. And I think we all have a pretty good feeling coming into this tournament. So yeah.
So you've kind of maybe calmed down a little bit since all the online stuff is gone and you don't really have to be in North America anymore?
Yeah, basically that, yeah. Because we had both ESL Pro League and ECS that we had to play from NA. And since the minor kind of screwed us in a way, we had to travel there to play a few games. And I mean, it's so much traveling for the online games in NA.
And yeah, I guess it kind of felt like out of necessity, really, then, rather than actually wanting to go and play, right?
Yeah, I mean, now if I look back on it, we should maybe just have forfeited some of the games just to not be as jet lagged. And but I mean, we made it here. We got first seed, and we qualified for ECS as well. So we're super happy that we have 2 big events ending this year. It would have sucked not to qualify for either Pro League or ECS. So in a way, I'm happy that we played online and we went there, but I would have maybe preferred to go back a bit earlier or have the minor announced a bit better so we could actually schedule, because I think it hurt us the most.
I mean, I guess this also helps with kind of ending the year on a high note as well. 2 tournaments, so far so good at Pro League. So what do you think are your kind of expectations leading up to this event?
Our expectations are, of course, to place top 4. That's a good goal for us. It's a goal that we can reach, and it's a goal that I think that we will reach. The way that we played today is it's really good. I told my teammates, I told everyone, whatever you did today, just do it the same tomorrow, because today we played really good CS. Yep. Even the game against NIP, I felt like we had it, but we lost a round that we shouldn't have lost, and we kind of got reset on our money, and yeah. So we should have at least had at 1 point, I felt like, from the NIP game. But against SK we played great, and now the last game against Misfits we played great. They basically only won rounds when they did some fast YOLO stuff against us, but the rest we kind of clutched out, and we won it safely. So we played good today, and hopefully we can bring the same game tomorrow.
Do you feel like over the past couple of months you've kind of figured out what your good maps are? Obviously, when you play online, it's kind of hard to tell which maps are good, which aren't really. So with kind of more LAN matches, do you feel like you've kind of have that down now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, since we also swapped roles in the team, it's basically when you're such a new team, we have 5 guys from 5 different teams, and they're used to 5 different ways of playing. For example, mixwell, he didn't really want to op in the previous OpTic team, but now with the mixed results that we had, he felt a bit not lost, but he felt like he should op more, especially on the T side. So we decided to swap it around, and allu, he has been lurking before. HS, we had him as lurk, but he has never lurked before. So we kind of swapped the roles now, so I feel like everyone is kind of feeling good in their positions. I mean, the biggest change is of course to put allu off the op, but he's been doing a great job as rifling. I mean, today he played super well, and I feel like him as a lurker is really good because he has so much experience, and he's doing the right place, he's doing the right call as you need to do as a lurker as well, and that is really important for me as in-game leader to get the info that he's giving me.
As I kind of recall, I think I mean, you're probably not going to know this, but I think it was kind of a role that he played in 1.6 as well, as far as I remember. Yeah, this was kind of like an off thing.
He did it in mouse sports in CSGO. When he played for mouse sports, he played the lurker role. And I mean, just the players that we have in our team, that we have both mixwell and allu, that we can run a double op, and we have 2 really good oppers. It makes it so easy for me that some CT sides we can just lock it down with a double op, and potentially even double up on T side if we feel that nothing is working. So I mean, we have what we need to become at least a top 8, top 5, like even potentially even top 5. It's hard to say. Everyone is so good right now in CS, but I mean, we showed today we can put up a fight against even the best teams, and we have done so in the past as well. We beat G2, we beat Gambit in Oakland, and we beat SK here today. So we definitely can upset. We just need to get increase our lowest level to become better as a team. Like
consistency thing. Yep. Now, how much pressure does the switch and brown roles, put on you as an in-game leader and as a new in-game leader, as somebody who has never really done this before? So yeah, what kind of pressure do you have on yourself because of these changes and all that?
I think it's a bit hard for sure, especially because we have kind of created a way of playing, and now we swap roles and everything, so we have new players in new positions. It makes it harder for me, but yet again, we have talked a lot about communication and taking initiative mid-round, and I think that has become a lot better, with especially having allu as the lurk, and mixwell also going for a lot of peaks, more aggressive peaks than what allu. Allu is a more defensive operator in that sense, while mixwell is more aggressive, so we could use mixwell in another way that we could use allu. So I think, I mean, so far I'm happy about the change. I think allu is doing great, and mixwell is doing great as well. So yeah, so yeah, for me as in-game leader, it's been tough, but in a way it's also been easier because we are playing better, I feel like. Okay,
now thank you very much. Any last words, shout-outs, final statements?
Well, thank you to the Green Wall, and of course the OpTic management, Hector and Brian and everyone involved for supporting us, and hopefully we can get some results for all of our fans.
Okay, now today has come to an end, but we're going to come back tomorrow with more interviews, so stay tuned to HLTV.